Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Commerce Classes. We have started with a series called Accounting Simplified to simplify the basic rules of accounting from the practical perspective. So this is third in the series. Today we will be understanding journal entries making. Now in the journal entries, before we take up the transactions, let us first revise our rule, that is dead cello. Dead cello is a shortcut for remembering debits and credits. If you want to get to the knowledge of details of this, then you can click on my previous YouTube videos in the same series Accounting Simplified. So in dead cello, D is for debit and C is for credit. So it has expenses, assets and drawings on the debit side. That is their positives. So whenever you have any expenses or your assets increases or you have drawings, it will be coming on the debit side. If you have income, your liabilities are increasing or owner's equity is increasing, it is on the credit side, right? So the opposite will obviously be on the other side. That is any decline in the assets, or when you are to reduce your expenses, it will be on the credit side. If your liability is reducing, owner's equity is reducing, it is on the debit side. Now these are all equal. So in any journal entry, whatever you record on either of the sides, a debit will always be equal to credit. That is, the amount debited should always be equal to amount credited. So debits should be equal to credits for any transaction. Only then your entry is complete. Now when you look at your teachers or somebody else passing entries just like this, you give them a transaction and they tell you the entry. Now we think that this is pure magic. How can they make entry so quickly? We can also do this. The only thing is that there are certain steps involved, right? From transaction to entry. And if we can master those steps, then we can also pass entries in a quickest possible manner. Now the only thing is that whatever is happening in our minds while passing the entry, that is not explained by anyone. So what they do is they will simply tell you that this is the transaction, so this is going to be debited, this is going to be credited. But how do we arrive at that? That we need to analyze in this video. So we will analyze the steps, how to reach to entry from a transaction. Once you analyze these steps, once you master these steps, you can also make entries quickly. So let us see what these steps are. Now the first thing is that we are to remember that every transaction will be having at least two effects, equal and opposite. So what are these effects? Since we are working for business, so it means that in a business there is always give and take. It is never give and you take nothing. It's not charity. So if you give something, you also take something. Take means you get. So it is give and take or give and get. So what you give and what you take or what you get in the process. So you are to judge your transaction on these two aspects. So we'll first judge the transaction on what do we give and what do we get. Give and get. So started business of selling TVs and repairing same by investing 50,000. So herein, so I say I have started a business. So my business is to purchase and sell TVs and also repair the same, and my initial investment is 50,000. It means I have put in money into the business. So now businessman is different and business is different. So what does business get? Okay. Give and take or give and get. So what do I get? I get 50,000 rupees. Business gets 50,000 rupees cash. You put a money separately for the business, right? So business now has cash of 50,000. What does it give? Does it give anything? At present it doesn't give anything. But yes, since owner has invested money, so the business needs to return this money in the coming time whenever the business is to be closed or whenever the owner wants it. So you have got a liability, right? So what do you give? You give nothing right now, but you need to give it later on. So when we are to give something in future, it is called a liability. So you have got 50,000 rupees of liability which is to be paid later on. But this liability is payable to owner So it is called owner's equity, or in simple terms, it is called capital. So you have also got capital. That is, you were to give something but you could not give it, so you got a liability, right? So you get cash of 50,000. So cash is an asset. Cash is your asset. So you get cash. That means your cash is increasing. So whenever your asset is increasing, it is on the debit. So it should be debited. You get a liability in the form of owner's equity, that is capital. So whenever capital increases, it is to be credited. So you analyzed the transaction and you got to know the debits and credits of the transaction. Now comes the posting or recording. Now recording is done in the journal. That is why these are called journal entries. Now this is the format of journal: serial number or date, particulars where you will record the entry, then it's ledger folio, but I will explain this when we do the ledger. Right now just leave it. It's just a column to note something. Debit and credit, the amounts to be debited and credited. Now in order to write the entry, there is a standard format. We first write debits. So you have got cash debit. So your entry is cash account debit. So debit is always written as so and so debit. Now what is credit? Capital or owner's equity. So credits are written with the 2. Okay, so we use a prefix 2. So to capital account. Now cash is to be debited, amount is written in the debit column. Capital is to be credited, amount is written in the credit column. So give the narration. So what is this? This is the amount, being the amount, and what is this? Investment. So amount invested by the owner or the businessman. So we need to give the narration in detail form, so that whenever we want to know what has happened, we can get an idea, because now we don't have any transaction here. Okay, so this is our journal book. We don't have any transaction here. We need to know the transaction through this only. So narration should be given in full detail. Take up second. You took shop on rent, 1,000 per month, paid rent for the year. So what do you give or what do you get? What do you give? You gave cash, right? This can easily be seen. You paid cash to the shopkeeper. You got shop on rent. So you paid cash. Cash is 1,000 per month. You paid it for the year, so 12,000 rupees. What do you get? You get a shop. Okay. But do you get it for yourself? No. You just got the facility to use it. So whenever we get only the benefits for a limited time span, they are referred as expense. So we have got a rent expense of 12,000. So we understood the effect. Now understand the nature, plus minus. You gave away cash, so your cash is reducing. Okay. So cash being an asset, their positive is debit, so their negative should be credit. Expenses. Your expenses, okay, so the expense is positive debit. So now how will we record it? We first need to record the debits. So our entry will be rent expense. So we will be writing rent account debit 12,000 rupees to cash account 12,000 rupees, being the amount paid for rent of the shop. So that completes our second transaction. Now consider the third. Now you see, you can also pass entries quickly, but you need to do this. Once you practice this and you master on this, then we don't need to write it. You can do this in your mind and you will also come up with the entries magically. So you need to practice. The key is practice, practice and practice. Now purchased furniture for cash. So what do you give? Out of give and take or give and get, whichever comes easy to your mind, just write that first. So you know that when you go for purchasing furniture, you paid 10,000. So this is easily seen. So you give cash 10,000. You give it, your cash is reduced. Okay, so it is to be debited. Assets increase debit, assets reduce credit. So this will be credited. Now what do you get? You get furniture. Now there is a shortcut also. If you know one of the debits or credits, the other should be the remaining one. So if I know cash is to be credited, then the other effect is to be debited. That I know. Okay, so you can also pass this entry by just understanding half of it. But to be more sure about the working of the entry making, let us revise everything. Let us do the things now. Okay, so furniture, you got it. So you have got an asset. You received it. You got it. So your asset increased. So assets positives are debit. Cello. So positive. It will be debited. So your journal entry now is you got furniture. So first we write the debits. So furniture account debit 10,000 to cash account 10,000 being furniture purchased for cash. All right. So you analyzed it and you wrote the transaction. Now what you see in your classes or in the books is just this. You have a transaction, you get an entry. So this background story must be understood. Now purchased equipments from X Limited on credit. So now you are purchasing something on credit. That means you are not paying it for right now. So what do you give? You give nothing right now. Okay. What do you get? You get equipments. Now equipments is your asset and you are getting it means increase. So assets positives are debit. You have to remember this debit credit rule. Okay. Now what do you give? Because for everything we get, we need to give something. We give nothing because it is on credit. But does it imply we won't give anything at all? No. We need to pay it later on. So if we are to pay it later on, it means we now have created a liability or a payable amount. So you have got something payable for future in the name of X Limited. So if we are to pay something, it is our liability. So when we create liability, since one of the two aspects is missing, so it will either be a liability being created or asset being generated. So you are to pay. Liabilities, positives are credit. So this should be credited. So what do we have in the journal entry? We got equipments debit, liability created towards X Limited credit. So for passing the entry, how do we record it? We first record the debits. So we are to record equipments account debit to X Limited. And why are we recording it? Because we purchased furniture, equipments. So being equipments purchased from X Limited on credit. So this is what you have got in the entry. Now consider the next. Purchased 5 TV sets for 1600 rupees each. So you have purchased TV sets. Since we are not given the term, so it means it is on cash. So you purchased TV sets, you paid cash. Okay. So what do we give? We can easily see we are giving cash. How much? 5 sets, 1600 each. So 5 into 16, 8000. You gave it, it is reduced. Now what do you get? You get TV sets. But what is TV? Is it an asset for you? Are you going to keep it and use it in your business? So it is not exactly an asset in the sense that we are not going to use it. So it's not a fixed asset for us. But yes, it is our asset. It is going to give us benefit. We will sell it. Okay, so you will sell it, you will earn money, you will earn profit. So it is an asset in that sense. But these assets which we maintain for business trade, trade means buy and sell, these are referred as stocks. So we have got stock purchases. So these are called stock purchases. So we have got purchases. This is our asset certainly, but this is a current asset because we are going to sell them. We are not going to keep them. So it is not furniture. It's not a fixed asset. It is an asset. It will give us benefit. We will realize money on its sale, but it's a current asset. So short term. So you will sell it, you will get benefit. So asset received debit, asset decline credit. Because for the assets, A is lying here. So its positives are debit. So your entry is purchases account debit to cash account credit, being stock purchased for cash. Okay, now next. Received 500 for repairing TV. So what do you get? You get cash 500 rupees. So it is increase. Cash is an asset. Positive is debit. Now what do you give? You give a service. Okay. So when we provide services, we earn revenue income. So you have got revenue income or repair income. So you have got an income, right? So it is called service income or revenue income. So you have got an income. Now income, its positive lies on the credit. Debt cello. So as per the shortcut rule, it is to be credited. So how will we pass entry? First record the debits. So cash account debit 500 rupees to service income. You can give it a name up to your choice. You can call it repair income. Okay, 500 rupees. So what is this? Being amount received on repair of TV. So you received it on the repairs. So it is your income. So this is how we pass journal entries. So this is what we see. This is there. Transaction entry, transaction entry. But what goes behind this, we need to get to know. We need to master this if we are to pass correct entries. Now spent 200 rupees on buying necessary parts for the repair. So you spent 200 rupees on buying the parts. So what do you give or get? What is easy to find out? You give 200 rupees. You gave away cash of 200 rupees. Cash being an asset, so it is reducing. Assets reduction credit. Dead cello rule. Okay. So assets positive is debit. So its credit. Negative should be credit. What do you get? You get spare parts. Some parts for repairing. Are these your assets? Are you going to keep them? If we are going to keep them for long, fixed assets, if we are just getting benefit, it's a current asset. But it is neither. Why? You bought the parts, you used it in the repair, and that was over. So it is an expenditure, right? So repair expenditure. In order to provide this service, you incurred some expenses. So this is an expenditure because if the benefit of something expires within the limited time span, it is called expense. Just like we read here, rental charge, rental expense. So you have an expense. Now what happens with the expenses? Positives are debit. Okay, so one positive, one negative on this side only. So we got our debit and credit. So our journal entry will be repair expenses account debit 200 to cash account 200 being the amount spent on purchasing parts for repair. So any spending with the limited benefit expiring within the year or instantly is referred as expenditure. It's not an asset. Remember, it's not an asset. You are not going to keep it. You are not going to get any further benefit. It just expired with the revenue. Okay. Now next, sold all TV sets. Now what do we mean by all? It means there must be something referring to this earlier. So we purchased 5 TV sets. So now we sold all means we sold all 5 TV sets. So we get 15,000 rupees. So what do we get? 15,000 rupees cash. So we get it. It is increasing. Increase in assets. Assets positives are debit. So what do we give? We give away stock. Now when we give away stock, it is a trade. Purchase and sale. So when we are indulging in trade, purchase and sale, it is referred as purchase account, sales account. So we got sales of 15,000. So it is a revenue, income. You got income, right? You got cash on account of an income. So income is to be credited. So this will be credited. Whenever there is an income, it is credited. So your journal entry will be, what is your journal entry here? First record the debits. So cash account, debit 15,000 to sales account 15,000, being the amount received on sale of inventory. The goods in which we deal are called stock or inventory. So this is the sale. So this is how we pass entries, right? Okay, last one. Spent 2,000 on watching movie and having dinner. So the businessman has spent this much money on watching movie and on the dinner. So what is it? What do you give? As a business is giving cash. You spent it. So your cash of 2,000 reduced. Cash being an asset. Cash is our asset. It gives us benefit. We can buy anything with this. So for assets, positive is debit. So negative is credit. Now, where do you spend it? What do you get? Now, as a business, do you get anything? No. It is spent by the businessman. So you cannot write here dinner. It's not your expense. Business hasn't spent this money on it. It is spent by the owner. So whenever owner spends anything on his own, it means he is drawing. Drawings of 2,000 of the owner. So drawings debit. Positive is debit. So it should be debited. So what is our entry here? We get drawings account debit to cash account. So owner has spent 2,000 on his own. So what will we write here? Being the amount spent by businessman personally, or being the amount withdrawn by the businessman. So this is how we record journal entry. So at the end, we get our journal like this for these transactions. This is what we find in the books. So what goes behind this from here to here, what we are doing is, we are doing business. So we are to analyze it on the give and take, give and get. What do you give? What do you get? So analyze it, give and take, give and get. So record them out of the two. Which one seems easier? If you can easily find out what is being given or what do we get, just record it. Whatever you find easier. So it is not always give first or get first. Anything that you can understand. So record that first. Analyze the effect. Measure it. Here, debit or credit. Record it. Now the other part. We can easily, in a shortcut, know if one is debit, other should be credit. If one is credit, other has to be debit. So you can take the other effect as the opposite of that. But for our own knowledge, for our better understanding, we are analyzing the other effect also. So analyze the effects and then record the effects. So this is how we reach entries through this. So this is the format of journal. So I hope this is clear to you, this makes sense to you. If you like this content, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.